Welcome to Big Blend Radio's Jefferson Highway Show. This historic highway was formed in 1915 by the Jefferson Highway Association. It runs from Winnipeg, Canada, all the way to New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's go! All right, everybody, we are continuing our coverage of the Jefferson Highway that goes from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, all the way to New Orleans, and one of the destinations on the map is Carthage, Missouri, and this is also part of Route 66, and there is a motel we all need to go and discover. It's called Boots Court Motel. It's also a visitor center, so if you are traveling the highway, you can go pick up information. We have Janna, who is the manager at the motel, joining us today, Janna Conklin, and you can go to bootscourt66.com, and the link is in the episode notes. So welcome, Janna. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
Good, good. I'm so excited to talk about what's going on at the Boots Court Motel because I'm like, I thought, are these cowboy boots? And then when I started reading the history, well, I had to kind of think what was going on. But there's some good history with this, and this is actually like a nonprofit
It is.
motel, right?
Yes, it is. The nonprofit took it over in 2021 and started the renovation work. They've kind of done it in the phases. So the first phase is they renovated all 13 rooms of the motel, and they're just beautiful. The second phase is they renovated a 1960s Sinclair gas station, and that is our
Wow.
visitor center and our check-in for our guests as well.
So the rooms, I was going through your website, and everyone, again, link in the episode notes, go check it out. They really look stylish, and it's old school. The whole place you've got neon, right? You've got like this
Yes.
old school. Well, and I'm getting so excited to hear that there's neon everywhere because that's been disappearing off the planet, and we want it back.
Yes,
You
yeah,
know,
so
so
cool.
yeah, so the design. It seems like everyone that's taken it over through history, which hasn't been that many people, right, have really wanted to keep it with its roots.
Exactly, yeah. It's wild. It's only been owned by 6 different people, and then the nonprofit took it over. But yeah, I feel like everybody did such a great job trying to keep true to the just the beauty of it, just the charm of it, and they've each person did their job, and just did it well. And yeah, it's just been neat to see all the history.
So tell us a little bit about Carthage, Missouri. I know definitely you are like on the crossroads, right? And you talk about that is you're on the crossroads of Jefferson Highway, Route 66 going for its centennial next year in 2026. And I'm looking at like Jefferson Highway it started in 1915.
Yeah,
So this is pretty like epic when you talk about road tripping. And I know it's like making a revival as well right now, but
yeah.
for people staying in Carthage, what are some of the experiences?
Yeah, absolutely. Like right off the bat, yeah, the motel. And I think Arthur Boots, who made the motel in 1939, picked this spot specifically because it is on where 66 and Jefferson Highway cross. So right when you come here, it's the Crossroads of America. We also have such a great town. We have a great, beautiful courthouse. It's the second most photographed thing in Missouri. It's just a beautiful building. You can go in, you can have tours of it. And around the courthouse is our square. There's a lot of great antique shops, boutique shops, some restaurants as well. We also
Mm.
have the Route 66 drive-in theater,
What?
just a few. Yeah. So, I mean, we
Whoa,
have so many guests that come in specifically for the weekends just to see a movie, and it's just awesome.
that is cool. And I was thinking about your area too. You're not that far from like George Carver, Washington
Yes.
Monument, and all of that too. So that's some great history too.
Yeah, there's a lot of history around us. There's yeah, that's in Diamond, so it's really close. And then there's also we have some beautiful historic homes and some walking tours that you can do here in
Oh.
Carthage as well. We have um a Civil War museum just a walking distance from the motel. So we have just a lot of different things that the people can enjoy when they visit.
Do people like that they can just come and park right there? like, and just be able to see? So do you get people with their motorcycles and their prized vehicles coming and knowing that, hey, I don't have to worry about my prized possession?
Absolutely, yeah. They'll stop for pictures. They stop to park. They ask if they can park and just walk around the city or the town. And we love all of that. We are always out there offering to take pictures for them. And it's just wonderful people that we're getting to meet.
And people come in and actually want to see it, like go on a tour, right? And see
Yeah.
this.
Absolutely. We offer tours and we are doing tours here daily. It's funny because the joke is we're doing a tour and then more people hop in. So we just
Wow.
it's constant and we love it. Yeah.
So behind you, you have all these clothing. Is this a store or is that the visitor center?
Yeah, so this a mixture of both. It's the visitor center where everybody checks in. It's also the visitor center where we have about 21 local artists from Carthage who have just handcrafted beautiful things, whether that's some keychains or shirts or coasters. We just have some really amazing, talented people here, and we wanted to have this for them, have this for the community. And so people can come and travel here and take pieces of Carthage with them. So it's really
Oh,
special.
wow. Wow. So, huh. So we can, refurbish our suitcases since we're full-time travelers. We're already
That's
going,
right.
we're like, oh, we should probably change those t-shirts we have that we've been wearing for a
That's
while.
right. It's funny because I met a lady who was traveling the road. Her and her daughter were from the UK, and she said, "Well, we didn't even pack much because we know we're going to buy some shirts." And I just thought that was such a good idea.
That's cool. So from the UK, so she's doing it with her daughter, mother-daughter duo. See that
Yes.
I'm feeling, yeah, that's what we do. We travel full time, and it's like to see these roots. I think there's something about following a trail where you start to really think about the history, and I think you've got to kind
Mhm.
of get in deep in it, and have that adventure. And I think Nancy and I are going to be up and down this highway. You're going to see us a lot. I'm
I
sorry,
can't
but
wait.
we're trying to already go, okay, we're coming to Carthage because of course we have to. We're going to be doing this Jefferson Highway travel guide, which is exciting to
Yes.
really promote it. But Route Magazine, so we actually had a gentleman who, when they were first starting, came on our podcast way when Route started. He was on our show talking about travel and Route 66 and the importance of pop culture. So do you
Mhm.
see that at the motel, the importance of pop culture to people that they're like, oh, there was a musician maybe up the road or this kind of thing? Do you see that?
Absolutely. I mean, we are famous for having Clark Gable stay here. Uh,
Yes. Ooh.
and that is honestly, his rooms are the most checked out rooms. Those are the rooms we give tours. Yeah, they people just love that connection. Yeah,
Mm.
it's neat.
You were featured en route and then in USA Today, right? You were featured
Yes.
in.
Yeah,
Wow.
we were so excited about that. We just placed fifth as the best roadside motel. So that was pretty special
In the
honor.
country.
Yes, yeah, yep.
That's massive.
It's huge. We're celebrating big here.
I think you should. I think that is awesome. So tell us about the rooms, because looking at the photos, like I said, they're stylish, but they seem very spacious and still motel vibe, and you feel like you're stepping into exactly when it was built. But obviously not. It's been just saying.
Yeah, yeah, no, and that's exactly what we want. We want our guests to come in and step back in time to just slow down and enjoy time with each other, enjoy time meeting new people, and that's the beauty and the simplicity of the rooms. They're just so perfect in every aspect that our decorator did. And yeah, and the radio is playing when you check in, the lamps turned on. Um, and we just hear constantly that's like the guests' number one thing that they love, that radio playing. And we walk over to the motel often, and our guests are sitting outside in our famous red chairs. They're visiting each other. And that's actually the next phase that the nonprofit's going to be working on is our green space area, because we see how important that is to our guests just to be together, and we want to create more spaces for them. So we're going to be creating like a pergola area with some fire
Nice.
pits and just some outside seating. Because
Cool.
we just want more opportunities for them to just be together.
Now, are there amenities in the rooms like microwaves? Is there Wi-Fi? I mean, because when people see 1930s, I just want to say like they're still, I mean, are there, you've got radios going in and radios going into the motel were actually a big deal back then
It
too.
really was. It was the luxury thing. And it was advertised. That's who started our advertisement, Arthur Boots in 1939. His sign said radio in every room. Yeah, and that was a luxury.
And
So
now we're like TV,
yeah,
and then
now
it went to like HBO and now we're different. I mean,
and now
that's
we're
all
different.
changed.
Yeah, we're different. We want more, but I think that's the beauty in it. I think that's what I love seeing in the guests who come. They love it. They're like, this is all we need. And I think there's just something so neat to be a part of that. And yes, we have Wi-Fi, and most people travel with their phones and their streaming devices. But again, they're outside. They have their door open and the radio's on, and they're eating dinner outside. It's just it's really magical.
That's how, it's so funny we talk about all this. And I know I talked about this on another podcast for the Jefferson Highway as we met good friends just sitting outside of a motel in Arizona. And it was a motor court. And we met, and it was one of their birthdays. And Nancy and I were having our
Oh,
wine time. It was sunset. It's a
yep.
beautiful place. And they came up and like, hey, you want some tequila? And I went, what is going on at the motel tonight? And
Yes.
we've been friends, and they're from Holland, and
Oh,
they come
that's
to
so neat.
America photographing neon. I'm just saying,
Yep.
they're yeah, they document neon across the country. They're like writing a book on it and doing this whole. They
I
come
believe
here
it.
twice a year for this, and they
Wow.
probably visited you, it because they have a thing about not losing the neon. They're like, as we lose it, we're losing a slice of history. And here you have it at the motel, which is fantastic. But it was being able to sit outside and kind of soak in the atmosphere. And I think a lot of people realized that during COVID. Those were really the places we could travel. We were on the road full time. So
Yeah.
COVID hit, it was like motels and bed and breakfasts that we stayed at, that we could have
Right.
that kind of breathing space, you
Yeah.
know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we want that. So when they check in, so you've got the radio playing, a lamp turned on, which is awesome. I love the green space. Do you allow pets? That's something to ask.
We do not allow
Uh-huh.
pets. Yeah. We
Okay.
do allow service animal dogs. But yeah, we,
That
yep.
everyone's got their rules. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's just so people know to
Yes.
travel with.
Yeah. And that's listed on our website as well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, and so what describe like what you get in a room. You get your bed, you got the radio on, the lamp, you got
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you got Wi-Fi and you've got a 1939 like the original tile on the floor in the bathroom and the original tile in the shower. It's really
No
classy.
way.
Yeah, really beautiful. And in some of the rooms there's a little getting ready kind of desk with a chair and a mirror. But yeah, in the bathroom you'll
Wow,
we have
that's so
just
cool.
these luxurious towels, super soft. We have, I mean, our guests, they comment so much about that as well. And we love that because we try to do everything just to make the guests feel home and
Mm.
cozy. There's a little welcome basket that will have some water, some eye masks, and some chocolates just to welcome you into your room. Um,
You had me at like radio and music, okay, but now you're adding chocolate, you
chocolate,
know.
yeah. And each room kind of has a color theme and different color chairs and a beautiful Chanel on each of the beds. And that's another thing that our guests walk in and they just say that Chanel blanket on the bed takes them back to their mom and their grandma and,
Mm,
just growing up. So that's really
that's
special.
cool. So does any part of the town also keep with this 1930s history and the architecture and, that vibe?
Yeah, like that's where we always promote doing the home tours, the walking tour. Um there's also a large home that does tours here, and we provide all that information. There's just so much history in this town that is just available.
Okay, so everyone, this is obviously a destination to come to. If you were going to play a song for everybody coming in when they're checking in, because road trip music is huge, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, is there a song or a musician or a band that you would recommend?
Oh
listening
man.
to? Or is it just your favorite for a road trip?
Well, my it's funny because the staff teases me. I always have the country on, so
So she
I
wants the country music.
have any country music on, and it's fun getting we have it playing in the visitor center, and just having all the guests walking through and singing along as well. But we play 70s, 60s, we play it all here, so we love all the music.
All right, because it's a huge part of road trips, man. You
It
can't
really
leave out
is.
the. It is. And so everyone, Boots Court 66, the number 66. So bootscourt66.com is where you want to go check out, and people can book right online through you, right? Which is where I always recommend people
Yeah,
do.
they can book online, or they can give us a call and we can help them with that as well.
All right, thank you so much. We can't wait. We'll see you soon. I
Yes,
know we
thank you,
will.
Lisa. We can't wait to see you too.
We're going to have fun.
We can't wait.
Thank you for joining us here on the Big Blend Radio Jefferson Highway Show. The show airs every fourth Thursday, and we encourage you to go to jeffersonhighway.org to learn more about the Jefferson Highway Association or even become a member. You can also dig into the history of the highway and share travel notes with friends at the Jefferson Highway Association Facebook group. Follow our shows at bigblendradio.com. Happy travels!